So I ordered that camera, what, 2 days ago, and I paid for 1 day shipping. I don't know why I had to pay for 1 day shipping. I'm a Prime member, still had to pay a couple bucks for 1 day shipping. It shipped the next day when it was supposed to arrive, and then was scheduled to arrive today. USPS usually does not come here this early. It's supposed to arrive today before 8 o'clock, but it was here early, like 11:30. So I got really lucky with that it actually showed up before I headed out today. Anyways, super tiny box now on the 360HS. It's about a fourth the size that it used to be. Looks the same as the 350HS. 20 megapixels, Digic 4 Plus, whatever that means. 25mm wide, 12 times optical zoom. Wi-Fi, near field. Let's pop it open. I guess they've just saved a ton of packing materials in making it this small, which is fine as long as it doesn't get damaged. Camera lives in there first in some bubble wrap. Definitely not Apple quality packaging, but not bad. Get a little user guide. Then we get the little lanyard that I do use right here. And a battery charger. That'll be the third one I have that looks just like that. Same battery, the NB11H, something like that. And some garbage. So, let's see if the camera appears any different than the existing one. Yeah, it does. Wow, it's in good shape. Mine is beat to shit right now, so this looks really nice. It's lighter, doesn't have a battery in it, that's probably why. This chrome on the top, on the one I'm using right now, is black, so that's a little flashier. On-off buttons in the same place. All these buttons on the side, well, they're a little different. The record's in the same place. The D-pad has changed. The review button's in the same place. There's now a Wi-Fi logo in the bottom left of that button, and the menu's in the same place. And my little battery door keeps popping open. Oh, that's tight. I like that. They just loosen over time. SD and battery go in there. Perfect. That is what I wanted. All right, now we're going to switch. Okay, how do things look? Are they cleaner? They should be. The lens looks fantastic. I doubt the microphone's changed. I don't even think the lens changed. I noticed in the settings menu that a couple things were a little different, couple new features. Pretty much looks the same, maybe feels a little faster. I don't know if there's release notes for what changes on these things, minor design change. They probably just try to keep the camera relevant and keep coming out with a new one every year. So I'm sure here in about 40 to 50 minutes they'll come out with the 370HS, making this obsolete. This is kind of their, maybe they've got 4 or 5 lines, different, varying qualities. This is the second to lowest, I think. I like these because they're cheap. I am not easy on these cameras. They do not last a long time. And if I fall in the creek again or fall off a plane into the ocean, they're not horribly expensive to replace. They work fine, they look decent, they sound decent. So let's see, white balance. We'll do a little zoom test. We got some snow last night. Maybe it's quieter. I don't hear the zoom motor. There's the full times 12 optical, and then we can go in with digital zoom. That's a pipe that goes, well, that's 48 times digital now, so it's probably grainy. We'll go back out to optical. That's that pipe that takes the creek water from the creek up to the house to water the yard in the summer. So anyways, we got 12:10 right now. I'm gonna get some grub and do one more pass around the house here before I head out, probably in about 15 to 20 minutes for Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, where I will speak to you there. How was it?
Sugary.
Sugary?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say thank you to Joe.
Megan says thanks, Joe. It's an ERJ 145, I think. This is going to be an uncomfortable flight, but if I get there, it'll work.
We're flying to Texas and that.
Yes. You see why I wanted to get the other flight?
So little.
Yeah. That ain't no 730.
Why didn't we get the other one?
Monies? What are you going to do?
I thought you had money.
Well, I lied. We're not supposed to be in El Paso, but we're in El Paso. I always hated baseball. I'll explain later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to San Diego, where the local time is approximately 9:02 p.m. Now we will be taxiing for the next few minutes.
Alright, I'm about to crawl into bed. I don't even have a shirt on, but I am going to finish today's video. So we left Cleveland at, I think, earlier on time, about 2:15. Got to Houston earlier on time, little RJ 145, very uncomfortable flight, but we landed and all got off the plane, so I cannot complain about that. Get to Houston, have like an hour and a half, navigate our way to from the B to the E terminal, get to the gate, and I Googled the flight just to make sure things are on time, and it's showing Houston to ELP, El Paso, instead of San Diego. So it's like, what's this about? So Megan goes up to the gate agent, finds out that they're redirecting our flight to El Paso, Texas, because there's a baseball team of 30 people from Yale that need to get to El Paso because their charter flight was canceled. So that somehow that becomes my problem. This ticket that I paid for is now going to get me to San Diego 90 minutes late because we have to make a pit stop in El Paso to drop off a baseball team. So stressful in that aspect. We did do that, stopped for about an hour, 10 minutes on the ground in El Paso. You know, even if you're going to stop, open the door and take a breath of air, that's an hour. It takes an hour to get in a landing pattern, land, taxi to a gate, get connected to a gate, refuel the plane, go through all the pre-flight checks you've got to do, all these FAA regulations. You know, we had to stop and go through the security or the safety video again and learn how the seat belts work and all of this crap. So we got here really tired, got unpacked, went to In-N-Out Burger for dinner, and we're going to bed. It's about 11:15 now. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Friday. Good night.